is an update about the Border Patrol agent that was found deceased a few days ago in Medellin, Colombia. It looks like he wasn't alone and he was with another Border Patrol agent who made it back to the United States only to delete himself. Let's jump into the story right away. Follow along.
Medellin, no Netflix fillers playing out in the alleys. Stay smart, no stumbles through hidden valleys. dcbornrob channel, don't be a subplot. Stick to the past where gold gets got.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching dcbornrob Erasing Borders. I'm DC Rob. Again, this story continues. I believe we're going to continue to get updates as the story unfolds even clearer, unless they hide information from us, and I mean from the American side. Normally the Colombian side is more forthcoming, at least with things like this involving agents. But let's jump into this story right away. It's just as I said. Another agent was actually with Cisneros, who was found passed a few days ago. Shout out to Hilroy for the share. Let's jump into the story. Mysterious passings of 2 U.S. Border Patrol agents as one is found deceased in his vacation hotel room after a prostitute tryst, and other deletes himself days after the trip. The losses of 2 U.S. Border Patrol agents after their Colombian vacation is being investigated by the FBI. Jaime Eduardo Cisneros, 54, and Alexander Ahmed, 54, traveled to Colombia together in late May. But before they returned home, Cisneros was found deceased in a Medellin hotel after a tryst with a woman described locally as a prostitute. Ahmed then deleted himself on American soil after returning home from the trip, before FBI agents had the chance to interview him about his friend's passings. Cisneros' cause of passing remains unknown. The woman he'd been with was seen waving goodbye to him and leaving his room, according to local outlets. Officials discovered that his cell phone and other valuables were missing from the hotel room where his body was found, and his clothes and suitcase were in total disarray. His wallet had been emptied. After his passing, Ahmed returned to Texas alone, but deleted himself days after. Ahmed's body was discovered June 4th in El Paso. Both men were assigned to the Clint station just outside Texas' 6th largest city, and were nearing retirement eligibility. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, the parent agency of U.S. Border Patrol, did not immediately respond to requests for comment. In December, the U.S. Embassy in Bogota issued a travel alert after 8 American men passed in a span of 2 months in the South American nation under suspicious circumstances. To date, 28 tourists, including Americans, have passed in Medellin this year, Colombian authorities admitted. Their passings range from self-inflicted illness, narcotic overdoses, and homicides. U.S. officials said American tourists had been targeted in a dating app scheme. The apps are not named in the government's bulletin, but Tinder, Bumble, and a third app called Colombian Cupid are the most widely used dating apps in the country. Over the last year, the embassy has seen an increase in reports of incidents involving the use of online dating applications to lure victims, typically foreigners, for robbery by force or using sedatives to drug and rob individuals, embassy officials explained. Embassy officials urge anyone who is a victim of a robbery attempt not to resist, since you're more likely to be deleted. They're often advising travelers to Colombia to share their plans with friends and loved ones back home, since the phone of victims are often stolen in an effort to hide all evidence. Authorities believe Americans who are falling victim to this type of crime often do not come forward. These types of crimes routinely go underreported as victims are embarrassed and do not want to follow through with the judicial process, the embassy said. Medellin, infamous as the home of D. Lord P.E., and you know who P.E. is, had been relatively safe in recent years. However, the past year, tourism officials in Medellin noticed a 200% increase in thefts involving foreigners. Okay, so there you go. And I want to address one thing before I jump out of here, and it has to do with the dating apps. This story is just unfolding right before our eyes. More information is going to leak, so we're going to find out. So they knew about the other agent passing since June 4th, and it was not made public. So what else are we not aware of? And this is probably why so many U.S. officials are in country investigating this, because a second one, I mean, there's something going on that we're not privy to. But let me address the dating apps again. We're all grown. I'm not telling any grown man, don't go on the dating apps. You must not go on the dating. I'm not your dad. I'm just a YouTuber trying to do the best I can to help you guys travel and travel safe. But obviously, I recommend you stay off the dating apps. With that said, some people are going to say there's ways to use the dating apps. You can just follow our program and follow our plan, and you'll be guaranteed to be safe. Well, first of all, are those people insured to make those claims? And what happens if something happens to you and you took their advice? To me, it's like playing Russian roulette. I don't even want to play the game. Why would you play Russian roulette? Oh, well, let me show you. You just take the bullets out. You take the bullets out, you put them over here, and you put the gun over here. I mean, but what happens when you introduce alcohol into that? Are the bullets still where they were? Did somebody move them? Are you sure what's going on? Why play the game? That's my whole thing. Why even play that game? We're all grown adults. We just lost someone, 25 years old? Some people, and people clown on my age because I'm older and I'm not in the game, I'm out of touch. But you need to realize that I'm blessed to make it to this age. Over the years, you learn more and more and more. Somebody 70 knows more than me. Somebody 80 knows more than me. I listen to them. Those who have been through it before, listen to them. And this is how you progress and how you do better in life and make better decisions. But if your decisions are guided by some people that tell you, just go ahead, you follow my rules, follow these steps right here, and you'll be safe in Medellin, Colombia. You take that for what it's worth. I choose not to play the game. That's right. I'm not in that game. If you're going down there for certain reasons, if you're going down for the women, there's places you can go that are protected. I put that out there before. There's places you can go. You don't need to be picking people up off the street. You don't need to be playing that Tinder game. Okay. There's places you can go. Ask someone. I mean, there's enough private groups, let me tell you, our group, other groups, other associations. We're not asking for money in our group. This is just a way to disseminate this information better. New York Marine has the group on lock. So trust me, that information is there. Be careful, guys. That's all I'm going to pass on. I can't tell anyone to do anything or not. I would highly recommend that you stay off the apps. Okay. And just like this story said, most people aren't reporting these stories. And I'm going to guess, again, I've said it before. I've had people tell me probably 80%, 75% don't report it. I would guess as high as 95% of the people, which means that these stories are not being told, which means that these stories are not being reported to the police and not reported in the media. And I'm not reporting those stories to you. So whatever few you hear from me, if you hear 5 stories from me, my guess is that probably another 95 you're not going to hear about. And there may be passings that aren't known too. Now, we know I've been doing this for 6 years, so I'm aware that 3 months later, a story may pop up from January. Tomorrow, something may pop up that an American passed in January. Why was that not in the news? That tells me that not all stories are being reported. I mean, guys, it is what it is. I'm doing the best I can. I'm just one man, and I'm here to help just one. If I can help just one stay safe, blessings. Everybody else is all gravy. Life is good. Anyway, guys, travel. Medellin's still a beautiful place. Just got to know how. And just like on the last video I put out about the drinking, we had some good comments on that, by the way. Thank you guys for those comments. How to switch to beer, because I did that in Thailand. I went to Thailand. I was in there for a straight 2 weeks, and I drank nothing but beer. I knew I couldn't drink liquor there. My night would end so early. Shoot, I didn't leave the house till 8:39 p.m., and I didn't get home till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And all I did was drink beer. That's one way. But have that extra friend with you also. I mean, Thailand's totally safe, but I consider totally safe. I mean, I was at the ATM at 4 o'clock in the morning, feeling comfortable. It's not like other countries. Let's put it that way. I have that designated walker, that designated friend to look out for you. So anyway, you're up to date with the latest out of Medellin, Colombia. Thank you guys for watching. Travel, but travel safe.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Okay, hold on, guys. Right quick. If you need to have things shipped to Colombia, shipped to someone else, or shipped to yourself to Colombia from the United States, make sure you reach out to CaribbeanShipper.com. CaribbeanShipper.com. The contact information is coming next. Join me on social media. I am dcbornrob official on Instagram. I am dcbornrob official 1 on TikTok. I am dcbornrob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know that you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. If you're in Medellin and you need dental work done, from a basic cleaning to major reconstructive surgery, come see my guy, Dr. Carlos Maury. Contact information in the description below.
Thanks for hitting like. You did the right thing by hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. DC Born Rob.